When it came to the bedroom, decentering men meant absolutely centering my O. So I'm not even talking about equality here. I'm talking about, no, I am more important. Period. I am more important. Now, obviously, this is not going to be the same with a long-term relationship because there's love there. I actually want to please this person. I want them to be happy. I get off on their pleasure too. But when it came to hookup, and for reference, I'm talking about this article I just wrote for the Daily Beast. Google Melanie Hamlet, Daily Beast, it's the first one that'll come up. I think this is my 11th one for them, and that my favorite stories are for the Daily Beast. First of all, for a woman to get into a relationship with a man is a big deal. We know that men benefit from relationships way more than women do under patriarchy, okay? Under heteronormative, patriarchy, white supremacy, capitalism, all this crap, they are going to benefit more unless you find a true partner, which takes a lot of vetting to find. And so for a man to actually get to date me is an honor and a privilege. And we don't even look at it that way. We're like, let me sleep with this guy in hopes that he'll date me. As if dating me is like something that I have to convince him to do, rather than looking at it like, you know what? He gets to date me, right? Like, this is how we've been so mind forked, y'all. They benefit, social capital, right? They're going to get promotions. They're going to get all kinds of stuff from being attached to a woman in this system. As soon as they become a dad too, they're just going to get bonus after bonus after bonus. They get so much from being in relation with us. And the only thing that they lose is their ability to fork whoever they want. And then they go out and do it anyway. So for a man to get to date me is a big deal. So when I was like in my, Xena Princess Warrior era in bed, I looked at it like, there's boyfriend material guys that I might date. I'm not sleeping with them because I don't want to get climatized or, I don't want my trauma responses clouding my vision. But then there were guys, just hook it up. We're just hooking up here. Good, clean fun. Two consenting adults having fun, and they both don't want anything more than a hookup. And with those men, you better believe they're going to center my orgasm. And if they're not interested in doing that, you don't get to spend time with me. Them the rules. And so this story that I tell in this article, honestly, is one of the most important fights of my life. Because that's when I realized that dating a man is the most dangerous thing you can do. So you better choose wisely. Because that's the closest to death I have ever been. And if any of y'all who already know me, I have been a reckless outdoor adrenaline junkie my whole life. And men are the most dangerous thing that have ever happened to me. Right? So if you want to date me, you're going to have to work for that. But I'm a horny little brr, and I wanted, to have O's because I didn't want the one man that I had dated who gave me an O for the first time at the age of 36 to then ruin my O. I didn't want him to take that from me. So I went out on 4 or 5, I don't even know how many years it was, tender tear, where I was centering my O, not decentering theirs, but centering mine. That's like next level of decentering men because it's harder to get me off than them. And it's not even, and that's why if they are like, oh, I'll go down on you if you give me a BJ, you're blocked because you already don't understand that even getting to be in my bed when you're the most dangerous thing in the planet for me, you're my only predator. As a white woman, men are my only predator other than billionaires. For you to get in my bed, you're already blessed. So then for you to get in my bed and then not give me an O, which at the time I could only get from eating my, what is the point? You wasted my time. You gave me nothing. So for them to then think, oh, I'm going to get a BJ and get to go inside of this woman's most intimate parts, that warm place. No, that means you're 2 and I'm 0. Sorry to make this about math. Y'all started this crap. So, I kind of had to go really far into the nah, you're blocked, my O. I had to become a ruthless powerhouse Harvard lawyer defending my right to pleasure because men have not cared about it my whole life. And as a survivor of incest and childhood SA, this was the most important fight of my life. Because since I was a child, men set me up to center them and to make my schmegulal experience all about shame and self-blame and murdering myself and hating myself. So the fact that this took decades for me to get to this point. Many decades of hating myself through, hate forks, one night stands that were never beneficial to me and all that crap. And then to finally get to the place where I don't do walks of shame. I do walks of hell yeah, that was amazing. I'm so proud of myself. I didn't even know that that's what I was doing when I set off on that journey, but it's one of the proudest thing I've ever done is to not let men exploit me in the bedroom, not let men use my birth canal as their surrogate right hand, not let men convince me that I want something I don't want that only they are benefiting from. If you are going to actively put my life in danger, which is what having schmegs with men does. Not only because you could unalive me, they could find my decapitated head in your trunk, but also you can impregnate me, which will literally ruin my life because I don't want a child. And it could literally take my life because birth trauma is giving birth is the most dangerous thing a woman can do, other than date a man. Sorry, that's the reality. So when I realized that I'm the one taking all the chances here, I'm the one with everything to lose, and they're the ones with everything to gain, I became my own little warrior, my protector of me, protector of my protector of my heart. And when I finally learned how to do that, I started to respect myself for the first time. Other than just not dating men at all, which I said in the last video, either being celibate or being a ruthless bitch in the bedroom, those were the options for me. And then when I got so comfortable with valuing myself, respecting myself, advocating for myself, then I could soften up. Then and only then, because I did not trust myself. I was too codependent to deal with men. And I lost people pleaser, all that crap. And I lost every time. So either stop playing the game, or if you're going to play the game, because that's how men see it. I hate to say it's a game, but it's a game to them. So if you're going to play the game, make sure that you have somebody protecting you from yourself, your codependency, your patriarchal conditioning, which has convinced you since the day you're born that everything you do is about them, including the most intimate act you can do with another human, physical one at least. I hate hookup culture, but I love hookups. Men ruined hookup culture for us. Hookups could be so fun if men didn't center themselves and make literally everything because of their patriarchal conditioning, not because they inherently do this, but because they were taught to do this. Everything has to be about domination and power. And when you come from that mindset, you're never going to care about the needs or wants or ohs of someone else. So cut these men off and only mess with ones who will center your pleasure. Center it, not meet you halfway. Center it, because they are the ones who should be ever so grateful to even be with you, even if just for one night. And if they don't get that, they shouldn't be getting any.